Hi everyone, this is Mari of maripfeiffer.com, and in this session I'm going to show you how I work in WordPress. Before we get started, I want to be clear that this is not a tutorial with step-by-step instructions, but simply a tiny little overview of how I create sites using WordPress. First, in order to work in WordPress, you have to use a theme. Although it's possible to create a WordPress site from scratch, which I've done a few times before, I feel it's much easier, quicker, and overall more efficient to work with a theme or a framework and customize it to your needs. WordPress comes with several default themes when you first install it, including the 2011 and 2012 themes. And this is the 2012, which is, hold on, let me show you a demo here. There we go. This is a very nice, clean, simple layout. I think it works well, but you're going to see some things in a few seconds that you can do with premium themes that are really amazing. So as nice as these free themes are, and there are thousands of free WordPress themes, I always work with a premium theme or a premium framework. Premium themes and frameworks are not free, obviously, but they're packed with features and options for customizing your site on a page-by-page basis. This makes it easy for me to take a design I've created for a client, transfer it to WordPress, and customize the site the way I want and to the specifications of a client. Premium theme developers also put in extra help in the form of forums and very accessible help desks, which is great in case I or my clients come across a problem that is unique to a theme and we need just a little extra help. So one of the premium theme developers I really like is Woo Themes. And in the interest of full disclosure, I'd like to tell you that I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just like their products. I've used a few of their themes and I've liked them all. So if you're looking for a nice premium theme at a good price with great support, check them out. Other amazing developers are Elegant Themes, ThemeFuse, ThemeForest. There are a bunch. You just have to type in premium WordPress theme in a search and you'll come up with a ton of great developers. So this is the Canvas theme by Woo Themes, and from what I know, it's their most downloaded theme. On the surface, it looks pretty boring and simple. See, it's kind of black and white with simple type, very clean, simple, basic look. But after doing a little research and trying out the theme on my own, it became clear to me that Canvas is filled with options and possibilities. Okay, so if you look at a premium theme, you'll want to take a look at its demo and then click on all the tabs that it has, because those will show you what you can do with the theme. There's full width, 3-column middle, for example. You can do all sorts of different things. Templates, magazine, business, all sorts of really cool things you can do with this theme, with quite a few. So, I mean, if you really have to, or you just want to, you can use this pretty much as it is, just change a few of the colors, some of the typefaces, and you're good to go. But I always like to take things a little further. Okay, so let's see. This is a site that I designed for Janet Hill Design using the Woo Themes Canvas theme. So as you can see, it's quite different from the original Canvas theme. And this is a very clean, simple, minimalist design that showcases Janet's work. It's easy to navigate and it keeps your eyes on the center of the page at all times. And this is just so that you can continue to see all of her beautiful work all the time. All the pages here are full width. And on this particular page, the portfolio page, I used a Woo Themes shortcode to create the 3 columns. And in 2 of the columns, I put separate slideshows that are timed a little differently so that they can show off her work, her very beautiful work, in a very unique way. So let's take a look at some of the other pages. Here, her collections page, and I think we used the built-in slideshow plugin. I think it's a Jetpack. And so this way you can just scroll through all of her designs if you want in larger format. And then on some of the other pages, let's see, let's go to the About. This is a 2-column page. Again, I use the Woo Themes shortcode to create the 2 columns and then just put my content in there. And the same goes for the Contact page, 2 columns here. And I use the Contact 7 plugin to create the contact form. All right. So as you can see, this is quite different from the Canvas theme in its original out-of-the-box format. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just that if you're going to be using a premium theme, you should really take advantage of it, customize it, get some code in there to really, make it beautiful. Okay, so one of the other WordPress developers I really like is the PageLines framework. Now, PageLines describes itself as a drag and drop framework for WordPress. And what that means is, first you install WordPress, then you install the PageLines framework on top of that. And what the framework does is it extends the functionality of WordPress. And actually, now that I think about it, Woo Themes has its own framework, which does the same thing that you install on top of WordPress. But for me, the big difference between the two is that with PageLines, you can start with an even simpler, barer set of pages. You don't have to use a particular theme and go from there. You can start with a framework and build your site from the bottom up. So for real custom jobs in WordPress, I usually use the PageLines framework. So this is what the PageLines framework looks like pretty much out of the box. And again, very simple, like the Canvas theme, kind of business looking. I don't know how else to describe it, and frankly, I find this basic look to be a bit forgettable. But because this is a premium framework, remember, there are tons of options for changing the way each page looks and functions. So first I'll show you my own site, maripfeiffer.com. And this is built using the PageLines framework. And so this home page is basically a splash page with a little navigation here at the bottom. Very easy to do with the masthead section of the PageLines framework. Then you go to the welcome page, and this is a full width page with just a few pictures. There I am, and some text. And I'll go to my portfolio page to show you something a little bit different. Here we've got the features slider, so I've got different pictures, screenshots of sites that I've built and designed over the past couple of years. It's a very easy thing to set up. And let's see, we'll go to my bio page. There I am again. This is a full width page, very simple, easy layout. And let's see, the blog page. Very standard blog page, which at the time that I'm recording this, I'm actually about to revamp. But this gives you an idea of what you can do, again, with PageLines, with just some planning, knowing where your content is going, how you want the pages to flow from one to the next, what kind of colors you might want to use, and so on. Then you can start putting all that content into the PageLines framework, which, as I just showed you, look like this, and then really start to change it so it looks quite different and it suits your style, your aesthetic, and your needs. Okay, so in the final part of this session, I'd like to show you a little sample site that I started putting together for a photographer that I just started working with. And we've decided to use the PageLines framework for her new site. And again, she looked at this originally and she thought, how are you going to create something for a photographer, for me, using this framework? I don't get it. So again, you have to use your imagination, you have to know your content and how you're going to put it on a website and how you're going to make it function for visitors. So I put together the sample site, and this is how we're getting started. What I'm about to show you is not a real site. It's just a sample to show this client a little bit of how you can work in this framework. So on the home page, this would be where the artist's logo would go. And then using the features slider, we just took some pictures, changed some of the settings, and created this slideshow that will go, a slideshow I should say, that will go on her home page. That's pretty nice. Added a little text below there, Now let's go to the gallery. A gallery is a great way to show a lot of pictures on one page, and you give your visitors the option to click on them and see them in much larger formats and much larger size. And you can also click on this to see it in the full size. Let's see. Let's go back. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Click out of that. And another thing is that this photographer also shoots video, so to give her an idea of how you can put video on a page, I took a video from Vimeo and just embedded it on this page. Very easy to play. Easy, obviously. Okay, I'm not going to play the video, but anyway, it gives you an idea of what you can put on each page. And finally, contact. And again, I created 2-column layout here with the contact form on the left side and a nice picture on the right. So all you need is to know what you want to do with your website, what your content is, and use your imagination to take a theme from its original incarnation to something very different. Well, I think that's it for now. I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you're looking for a writer and/or a designer for your new site, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them below and I'll do my best to respond to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye.